Yesterday, I showed you how I sketched out and designed the closet built in for my wife. So with my exploded drawing having everything separated out, it's easy to see exactly what materials I need for this project. Built-in cabinets like this, I typically use sheets of plywood to make the sides and shelves. Then I'll use strips of select pine because it's cheaper than other hardwood. These are typically 1x2s. Then I'll use thicker strips for 1x8s and 1x6s to make the drawer sides. Then a thin panel for the drawer bottoms. I also need to get a wood closet rod, drawer guides, and I always choose the soft close hardware. It's worth a few extra bucks. Then don't forget the drawer pulls, but I got a surprise for that. Once everything is purchased and now it's time to cut all the wood to the sizes I need, the two main saws I'll need to make all these cuts are a miter saw for my strips, which are the 1x2s and 1x6s and 8s. And the miter saw is really simple to use because its one function is to cut wood to length. Then a table saw to rip down all the sheets of wood that make up the cabinet shelves and sides. I closely referenced my drawing and the dimensions I captured very closely for each cut. And I really like using a table saw because I can easily set my fence to determine the width of the panel that is needed, and I can make multiple cuts because there are a lot of repeated cuts in this project. I can typically make all my cuts with just these two saws for most basic projects, but for this project I'm going to use a handheld jigsaw and a hole saw for a few special cuts. One of these cuts will essentially help me make a loop to hold the closet rod. And another special cut I need to make is a dado for the drawer boxes, but that can also be done with my table saw, but more on that later.